Hello everyone. We are now at Chapter 5, Phonics Method for Teaching Early Reading. This chapter examines the use of the phonics method in teaching reading among preschoolers. The learning outcomes objectives include explain the phonics method, discuss the 44 phonemes and sounds, describe the stages of the phonics method, and explain the 19 milestones of the phonics method. And the overview is what you can read from the screen. What is phonics? Phonics is the relationship between written letters and spoken sounds. For instance, knowing the letter B makes the sound B. And why is it so important? Phonics is key to the early learning of how to read and spell words. What is a phoneme? Phoneme is the smallest unit of sound that can differentiate meaning. For example, in the word cat, we can hear three distinct phonemes k, e, t. If we change k, e, t to k, e, p, the meaning of the word will change completely. Therefore, it is very crucial for children to be able to clearly hear and distinguish phonemes. What about phonemic awareness? Phonemic awareness is the ability to hear, identify, and manipulate individual phonemes. It is the realization that within a word there are individual sounds or phonemes. Now let's take a look at print awareness. Print awareness refers to a child's understanding and use of print. It has a direct relationship to word awareness. Word awareness is the ability to recognize words as distinct parts of oral and written communication. Before kindergarten, most children should possess this skill. Print awareness is the first step in developing literacy, and it is best done at the preschool level. What are the differences between a phoneme and a grapheme? A phoneme is the smallest unit of sound that can differentiate meaning, whereas a grapheme is the smallest unit of written language that can differentiate meaning. The sound of phoneme the grapheme A makes can be A as in apple. A grapheme could be a letter or a symbol. The letter A is an example of a grapheme. In the English language, there are 26 letters of the alphabets, 24 being the consonant sounds and the rest are 5 vowels. These alphabets are taught by their names like A, B, C, D, and so on so forth. But the words containing these alphabets do not sound as their names. The learners are often confused, and to avoid these confusions, teachers have to start using phonic sounds to introduce English letters. There are over 44 phonemes in the English language in which, when put together, form words. For instance, C. C can make two sounds. There are K as in cat and C as in city. Also, K can combine with H to make a different sound, Ch as in chair and chess. For instance, the letter Y. The letter Y makes 4 different sounds, such as yuck, gym, baby, cry. In addition, the letter Y can make consonant and vowel sounds. This means that the letters of the alphabet are unreliable for teaching phonemes, but they can be a good start for teaching key graphemes and phonemes. That is why phonics goes way beyond letters of the alphabet. Children are taught the sounds first, then how to match them to letters, and finally how to use the letter sounds for reading and spelling. Syntactic phonics. It refers to synthesizing or blending the sounds to read words. It is based on the idea that children or learners should sound out unknown words and not rely solely on their context. Teachers, now that you are aware of the syntactic phonics, do study the phonics chart to guide your young children. Out of the 44 phonics sounds, there are 26 consonant sounds from 21 consonant alphabets and 18 vowel sounds from 5 vowel alphabets. In the phonics method for reading, these 44 phonemes or sounds and the letters or letters combinations used for them are taught. There are about 300 spellings used for writing these 44 phonemes or sounds. Phonemes are usually taught in an order, as reflected in your module, so that children can start reading complete words as soon as possible. In the first stage, introduce each of the 43 plus sounds and the letter or letters combination mostly used for that sound through an action. Concurrently, show the letter or letters combination mostly used for that sound. The action, the sound, and the letter or the letters combination for that sound are imprinted in the learner's mind. In stage 2, the learners are taught to blend these sounds to form words and to read them out. Learners learn to add these sounds and form words by playing a variety of games. In the same way, they learn to recognize all the sounds in such words. The learner learns to clearly distinguish between all the speech sounds. It is noted that only about 35% of the English words can be formed or read through such blending. These words are known as regular words, whereas the remaining 65% of the words cannot be read through such blending. In these words, alternate English letters are used to represent these sounds, and these words are called irregular words. In this stage, learners are given the word awareness through a listening and reading practice. Learners learn to identify and read 50 most frequently used irregular words through a story consisting of all these 50 words. The learners listen to the story and at the same time read it on the card in their hands. The learners read aloud all these words printed bold and then write them down. Through playing a game, they learn to recognize and read all these 50 words at one glance. In stage 4, the learners listen to several short English stories. Between each listening, they learn the alternate letters used for one or other of the phonics sounds. For each sound, a small passage consisting of a story or narration is created and used. These passages contain about 10 to 15 lines, which contain many words with that particular sound but with different kinds of alternate letters. This passage is recorded on the audio tape. In the last stage, that is stage 5, the learners learn the names of the 26 English alphabets and their sequence through listening to and singing several songs set in different tunes. The learners learn to recognize 150 more frequently used irregular words through look, cover, write, and check practice. They gradually learn to use Children's English Language Dictionary. Throughout the period of learning, listening to the English language sounds and seeing the corresponding letters at the same time continue. To sum up, the success of the phonics method can only be attained through constant good attention, careful listening, and conscientious practices of the learners. The teaching and learning materials used for this learning consists of study cards, storybooks, and audio tapes, which together constitute about 300 learning activities. Learners do these activities, learn all the speech sounds and their letters or letters combinations, and use that knowledge to read English books. These learning activities are organized under 19 milestones. Each milestone is a learning unit with a specific objective. This objective is attained by the learner by doing several learning activities given for that milestone. There are 7 milestones in stages 1 and 2, 9 in stages 3 and 4, and stage 5 contains 3 milestones. Please go through your module for the stages and their milestones. How parents can help phonics at home. Parents can play an effective role in helping their children read using the phonics method at home. They can help their preschool child to develop early literacy skills that will help him or her ready to learn phonics. Among the activities include talking, listening, singing, doing rhythm and rhyme, distinguishing sounds, building attention span, utilizing phonics flashcards, using alphabet puzzles, playing word games, and reading decodable books. It has been proven that Phonics method is useful in teaching reading skills to learners or children from preschool through early primary school, or as a practical way to introduce English to foreign speakers. Phonics works by breaking English words in smaller components and basic sounds. These letters and letters groupings are then applied to make words until the children or learners can understand phrases, sentences, and even stories. The phonemic chart and the remaining slides are for your further reference, teachers. Thank you.